Hi, this is Whirlwind Wargaming, and this is the review of Combat Patrol magazine, issue 51. Please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to do these as these issues turn up. So let's have a quick look then. Combat Patrol issue number 51 comes with 2 paints. These issues tend not to be fantastic value, unfortunately. So you could probably guess I struggle to get inside here. Right, so 2 pots of paint. Let's have a quick look at what they are anyway. So, first pot we've got here is the Pallid Witch Flesh, and it's one of the smaller pots, as you can see, and the other one is another Pink Horror layer paint. So again, both these are going to be part of the collection, and we have got some cards as well. So, all right, it's increasing the value of the issue a little bit more by putting these data cards in. Then they're the Combat Patrol version of the data cards for the figures that we receive in these magazines. These are predominantly the Leagues of Votann ones here. We've already received some of the Orc ones, Tyranid ones, Aeldari ones, and the Space Marine ones, and the Chaos Marine ones in earlier issues. The cards, let me just see what we've got here. Another 2 sheets then. So we've got some scenery then, so some cards to represent scenery, so we can place some scenery down, and we've got the stratagems and sort of army rules for your individual chosen faction that you're going to be playing in these games. So yeah, they're handy. They're nice quick reference points. I do like the cards. I like the cards for the main game as well. And then the last 2 here, we've got another Orc one, and so there's the Leagues of Votann. Yeah, so as I say, you get your detachment rules, you get your stratagems, and turn this around the right way. You've got your Hearthguard, and then we've got that Snazwagon, which is going to be coming up in a couple of issues' time, I think. I'm not sure I'll get it in my next delivery. I think it may be the one after. So let's have a look inside anyway. So $9.99 for the issue, 2 paints. Value's not great, is it? So if you buy from Warhammer, £5.50. If you buy from third-party stores, it's going to come around about just under £5. It completes your collection. Let's see what's inside anyway. So the how to paint, going back over the figures we've already received, using the Pallid Witch Flesh, using the Pink Horror paint, and also using the Mechanicus Grey as well, which they hadn't spoken about. So that goes through the Space Marine ones. This one's going through the next page is going through the Aeldari ones, and obviously it's got the sort of summary of where you should be at now with the paints that you've received. Then we got the Tyranids, where we need to be touching them up, and how we're applying this layer of paint on to add some more detail, some more highlights to your models, and again where we should be with the Tyranids. So then we start a little bit of our sort of background on the Leagues of Votann then. So a bit of an exploration of the lore, how they've come into being, and who they are. We've got these sticky punched holes again now. One of the pages are going to tear in this issue. Lots of lore on the Leagues of Votann, giving us a bit of a sort of insight to where they are, how they've come into being, and what their sort of purpose is, and within the sort of realm of 40k. And this bit here, this is just explaining some different elements of the Votann. Then we're going into the Fires of Conflict. So this is starting like a kind of narrative campaign version of Combat Patrol, which is quite interesting how they're going to do this. So they've got your 9 different factions there, which they're going to release and depicting what their sort of agendas are. So playing the campaign mode then. This is just really running through, telling you it's more a narrative sort of thing, and giving you some insight on how you can win each of your battles. It's suggesting playing perhaps 3 victories would give you a win against a faction. Yeah, I'm only scanning through this now, so there's going to be probably more rules coming up. Oh, and we've got a little victory tracker. This is quite nice, I suppose. So it's got all 9 factions on there, and then it's got the 8 factions your faction can fight against. So I guess you get to check off that box if you've won your victory against it, and that will see your progress in the sort of campaign. Looking on the back then, so next week we're going to get Carl, and the next 2 issues after that are going to be the Hearthgame Warriors. Which, yeah, they're good value sets. I'll explore them as we get them. Please like and subscribe, and I'll try and churn out another video ASAP. Thanks, guys.